Let's change subject now. It could take several years for 4 Auckland dams to recover from the record rainfall of 2 weeks ago. Plants have been struggling to treat water from the 4 dams in the Hunua Ranges after the heavy rain brought with it record levels of sediment and dirt, simply overwhelming any possibilities of treating that water. It could be about to get worse. More heavy rain's a possibility for Sunday and Monday. Our reporter Zach Fleming and our cameraman Brad White were given the first look at the Hunua Ranges since the floods, which are nearly 2 weeks ago now.
And the Hunua Ranges provide 60% of Auckland's water. And that water's the dirtiest it's ever been, according to Watercare's Water Supply Operations Manager, Priam Pereira.
The records we do have, we've never had anything like this, so we've been back and had a look. We've had cyclones in these catchments before, so Cyclone Wilma, Cyclone Bowler, and during those events we had increases in turbidity, so it's something we have seen before, but not to this magnitude.
Watercare took Checkpoint to the 2 biggest catchments in the Hunua Ranges today, Cozzies and Mangatawhiri. Along the way, huge landslips line the winding gravel roads that snake through the hills, evidence of the destruction caused by nearly 250 millimetres of rain falling there in just 24 hours the weekend before last. The water here at Cozzies Dam is a deep, murky brown. It almost looks like a cup of tea, and the surrounding hills are scattered with landslips that have brought sediment and dirt down into the lake and made the problem even worse.
So normally this water that we see behind us here is much clearer, it's much cleaner. It's more like a clear stream. But the effect of all of that earth and material falling in the lake and then becoming mixed with the water that was in here has caused what we're seeing now.
It could take anywhere from 6 months to several years for the water at the 4 Hunua dams to return to normal. In the meantime, though, it could get worse before it gets better. Met Service meteorologist Georgina Griffiths says heavy rain could hit the Hunua Ranges on Sunday and Monday.
If we hadn't been so subjected to a pretty extreme event a couple of weeks ago, we wouldn't even be worrying particularly around this event. We've had a rough couple of weeks, as you know, and the region is quite sensitive. It's quite vulnerable at the moment. Obviously we're working closely and keeping a close eye on the catchments because it may not take much rainfall to have some impact there, and that's a question mark at this stage. We'll just keep talking with Watercare as we head into the event.
The impact of the rain is potentially more sediment loading into the sources here. I guess the benefit we have now is that we've had that quick change that was difficult to deal with, but Ardmore's ability to treat this type of water is limited, so that's really going to be what constrains things in the future for us.
Watercare says its Ardmore treatment plant is already stretched to its limits trying to filter sediment from the Hunua water catchments, despite its production being increased by 30 million litres a day.
We've been able to achieve is actually quite phenomenal in my view. That plant was never designed to treat water of this quality to achieve drinking water standards.
Watercare's urging Aucklanders to reduce their water use by 20 litres a day. If the city uses more than 400 million litres a day, a boil water notice could be issued. Yesterday, Auckland used 18 million litres above that target. For Check